Hi everyone, art journal page, and I'm starting in this art journal. This is a sketchbook paper, and I've got here some tissue paper that I've stamped a long time ago and I want to use it. So I'm just going to start by placing some of the pieces on my page. It's going to be quite randomly. I just want some details in the back, and most of it is going to get covered. Now you don't have to have tissue paper, or you can stamp directly on your page or stencil. The only thing that matters is to have some details in the back, and that are going to get well pushed back, so you have some kind of interest, but it doesn't take from the rest of the page and from your focal image. So I'm just taking some pieces that I like, and it really doesn't matter. You can even use book pages, a newspaper, whatever you have that can add interest to the back. You can use music sheet, and as I said, whatever you have, use it. So let's see, I want some piece here, and let's see. Oh, I want something that will go like this, so yeah, let's do something like that. Really doesn't matter, and I'm going to cut the excess when it's dry. I'm using plain white glue, so nothing to it. Putting it here, and as I said, I will just trim the excess later when it's dry, like so. And let's see, do I want something else? I don't know. Well, I'm going to let this dry because I can't do anything on glue, and I'll be back. Okay, so this is dry and I want to add more details, and the adding of details in the back is with knowing that some of them are going to disappear, some of them are going to be like a ghost or faded in the background. It's just an added interest and visual texture. So I'm going to add more details. I've got some stamps here that I'm going to use, and just putting them, and again just adding, and we'll see what will show and what will just disappear once we are finished with this page. I'm mostly keeping this to the edges. My focal image will probably be somewhere here, so I'm not bothering to put more details in this area. Here we go, and let's see, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, I can overlap and just play with it. Like so. And later on, if I have something that I don't like, if I didn't like, I don't know, the butterfly, if I didn't like this area, I can cover it up. So this is good. I'm putting it aside, and now I want to start bringing this together. Now Usually when I use this technique, I'm using white gesso. Right now I've got this sketchbook paper, which is not white, so, and I like it, so I'm going to just use this linen acrylic paint that will go with the page, and I'm just putting a little bit here. Now what's great about gesso is it's a great primer and it gives a better coverage than acrylic paint, but you can use either. So I'm just taking a little bit with my finger like this and starting to cover areas that I want, and as you can see it's darker than my page, but it's okay by me. What I'm going to do is, where I want to have complete coverage, I'm using this, and now when I want to push back all the details into the back, I'm going to use this a baby wipe with the paint like so and go over. So now I'm pushing this back, but it still goes with the rest. You are bringing every element right now on the page together. And if you feel the baby wipe is dry and not moist enough, you can always take a little bit of water and spray it like so. And I need more paint. Now I know that several people don't like this technique of covering everything up, but that's part of building the layers. Of course, if you don't like it, don't do it. Do whatever feels right to you. Okay, so now basically this is it, and it doesn't look good, but that's only the beginning. Now if I don't like the harsh line I have here from the tissue paper, I can go back with more paint and just cover it, and now it's just blending with the rest and I don't have harsh lines. And if I again don't like one detail in the back here like this, I can just go over and push it back. So you just play with what you have and cover what you don't like, and just blend everything until you feel it's working for you. Best explanation I can find. So I really like this. It needs to be dry completely before I do anything on top, so I'll be back. Okay, next, so I'm going to continue and building the layers, and I want some more details. So I'm going to use, I love having some letters, script, whatever, and I'm going to use this stamp that looks like handwritten script, and I'm going to use it with this bundled sage distressing by Tim Holtz, and just like this. I'm going to stamp it randomly on my page, and I am not looking for something that will pop. Again, this is building up layers. Think of it like you have a landscape and you have really faded details in far away, and you have more details that you see in not that far away and you have better details up front. So it's layering and adding interest, and right now it's just building up the background, and the background does not need to take away from what is going to be in the foreground. So that's it. So I've got this. I want some I'm going to do some stenciling. I've got this stencil, and let's see, I can use some acrylic paint, I can use some inks. I'm thinking about it. Let's try some acrylic paint. I think I've got, this is Lush Foliage, a deco art, and let's put it here. And I've got some forest green. We'll see what will come out of it. I want some, I don't know why, but I want some light blue. We'll see. Let's see what I have here. I've got some Art Deco bead blue. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. I'm not sure yet. I'm putting it here. We'll see what's going to happen. So I need some makeup sponge to do some stenciling, and let's find one. Yeah, new one. Okay, so starting here, and I'm thinking I'm going to start with the darker color here in the edges. Now this paints are not quite opaque, so sometimes it's good, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just playing with the color, and I'm going to switch to the lighter one, let them blend part of, and I'm going to just switch in between. So I will get all kinds of shades in between. Let's see. Ooh, this is interesting. I've picked this stencil just because it looked like dropping leaves, like dropping foliage. So it looked nice to me. So I'm just moving it a little bit down, and I'm adding the light blue. I don't know how it will look. We'll see. If I don't like it, I can always cover it. So let's see. Oh, it's nice. So I'm going to go over now and add just a little bit of the light blue in several places. Yeah, I really like it. So I'm going to do the same thing in this corner. Again, I will start with the darker color. The same thing I've done here, I'm going to do in this corner. So I'm going to do it, and it's the same thing, so I will get back when it's finished. Okay, so I really like it. I still feel I need more in the back. I'm going to use this stencil, and I think I'm going to use ink now. I've got this archival ink, a coffee color. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to use this kind of a makeup sponge just because it's easier, the round shape, easier to use, and it doesn't leave you with harsh lines. So I'm going to start with this, and we'll see. I'm going to do just a little bit here, and I'm going to lift it and see how it looks. Okay, I like it, so I'm continuing. I wanted to see if this brown color will work on this page. Yeah, so I really like it. I'm just going to add details now, more details to my background with this stencil. As you can see, I'm going for all kinds of branches and leaves. Yeah, and I've switched to using an ink pad just because it's more subtle, and again, I don't want anything that will be too harsh on my page. So let's see. No, trying to decide how I want more details. Let's do like this. So basically this is another layer to the details of my background. Yeah. Okay, let's see, just a little bit more. It's not planned, I'm just putting down details where I think they are needed. And let's see, just a little bit more here. Yeah. Now I've got the brown here, here, and here, and nothing here, so it just screams that it needs a little bit also. And I'm trying to figure out again what to put down, which part of the stencil. Okay, now I'm satisfied. And let's see, so I've got my focal point. It's just a little piece out of some rice paper by Stamperia that I've cut from the rice paper, like so. And so basically you can see where all the colors, the choice of colors came. It's basically from this flower. And yeah, I'm thinking of putting it down, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I will put it down here, and it's very thin paper, or rice paper, so I'm just gonna use some glue stick. I don't feel like I need more wet glue here. Okay, and now it doesn't really matter, but I do have, it's a little bit different from the rest of the background, so I'm just taking again from the linen color, if it will get out of the bottle, like so, and some brush, and I'm just going to be very gentle about it and go inside a little bit, just so it will go with the rest of the background. Yeah, like so. And now that I have my focal image, I want to make it more, as I said, going with the background. So I'm thinking of letting just these little pieces dry, and then going over with some of the stenciling I've done, but it will go a little bit overlapping the focal image, and then it will be more with the rest of the page. And I'm hoping you can still see, I still got in the background, I've got the script stamp, I've got details from the tissue paper, from my stamping, so it all adds to the whole. Okay, so let's hope it's dry enough, and I'm going to try first of all to do this branch that I've already done. If I remember correctly, which one was it? Never mind, I will do another branch, and I'm thinking of switching color. I like the brown, but I'm going to add some, let's see, do I want this bundled sage or olive grove by Memento? Not sure. I will start with the bundled sage and we'll see. So I will just do another branch here. Don't know if it's showing. You can hardly see it. So I'm going to try the olive grove. Again, it doesn't need to take away from my focal image, it just needs to help everything come together. Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to do more here. Yeah, and just maybe a little bit here. And call it a day. Yeah, here it is. And I want something, a word, something that will go here. Not sure which. Let's see, I remember I have some, this is, I've printed it from some website, I don't remember which. It's a free printable, and well, it will go with the rest of the page with this color. So let's see. Let's go with Take the Risk. I like it. So I'm just taking it out. All kinds of free printables out there. Use them. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money to do art. Yeah. Let's hope it's straight. I still have problem with my eyesight, with the glasses, so let's hope. And I just want to give it a little bit of like shadow, and also my flower. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to take some watercolor pencil because it's just easier to work with. I've got a brown watercolor pencil, and I'm going under like so, and a little bit here underneath my flower. Now it's not that great of a watercolor pencil, but it will have to do. Just in several places I'm going to put it. And now again I will take some brush with a little bit of water and activate it. So, and it doesn't have to be a brush, you can even use a Q-tip. I'm trying to be gentle as to not lift the whole paint out, and just activating it and smearing it. It doesn't have to be a watercolor pencil. Anything activated with water can work. You can even also use eyeliners, pencil eyeliners. They work great for this kind of smudging, so that's what I've used a lot of the time when I didn't have other art supplies. Yeah, and now I just want to darken the edges of my page just to frame everything. So I'm using the same pencil. You can use an ink pad with a makeup sponge, and you can use again a pencil eyeliner, whatever works for you. So again, I'm going to activate it with water. Need a little bit more water. Yeah, so this is it. That's my page. I hope you like it. I hope you will try your hand at something like this. So thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.